There's always a younger me out there struggling and not can't see the future. But I tell you what, if you just hold on and you stay true to who you are, because it's never what they call you, it's what you answer to.
I know that's
So if
right.
you just stay true to who
I
you
hate
are,
when people say kids don't go through things. I hate when people say that, because whether you fighting off the demons from generations before or
seriously.
whatever, people go through stuff.
Yeah.
One of my battles in life has been that neurodivergent thing,
Okay.
because a lot of people don't get
They
it.
don't understand it.
They don't understand it.
Right.
Now it's become such a trend and a fad that people don't understand, like, how hard you had to work to get to where you
She
are.
looked at me and she said, I see something in you that I don't think you see in yourself. She said, you are gonna go, I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. She said, you are gonna go so far in HR and you only here for a front desk reception position.
Thank God for those people who are obedient to what God tells them.
Oh, and next thing you know, now I'm here.
I used to skip school. I used to leave school and I go to the library. I would go to the library to teach myself, honestly. And I wasn't honest with my mom about it. I wasn't honest with anybody about it, because I felt like they expected me to be smart. And so when I was skipping school my senior year, they basically said, you got A's and B's, but if you don't come to school, you ain't gonna graduate.
Right.
And so I told my mom, I was like, just let me take the GED then, because I can't go back. And she lost her mind.
Woman in Black is where we put down the cape,
And pick up the mic,
being authentically who we are,
where we are,
unmasked
unfiltered.
and unapologetic.
Hi, guys. Oh, God, I don't know why I'm starting like this. But anyway,
You starting.
I'm starting. But yeah, so quick check-in. My week was okay. It was actually pretty good. I learned a lot about myself because I'm on this journey right now. I learned a lot about myself. It was cool. I enjoy exploring different things that bring me calm and bring me um last night though was hectic. Last night was Halloween. Um, I don't celebrate in the sense of whatever other people think Halloween is, with seances and devil worshiping and stuff. But my mind is so far like into let's get this candy that I don't really look at it and view it the same way. Any opportunity I have to bring joy to the kids, have a movie night or have something like that, I usually take it. So, my soul isn't that sensitive where certain things like that disrupt it. As long as it's not demonic, I'm usually good. But yeah, so I enjoyed last night making the kids happy, going with them to get candy and saying hi to my neighbors, because I stay in my neighborhood. So that's my opportunity to really converse with my neighbors, be having new ones popping up and stuff. I'm like, oh, who they? Or look at this decoration. Wow, y'all went all out. Oh, nice lawn. Give me your routine. Like, that's where my mind be going. But anyway, how was your week? How you doing, sis?
My week was ridiculous. Crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. My work week was crazy. Kids, we always got. And then I looked in the mirror and I didn't like who was looking back at me.
Girl.
To be honest, like if we gonna be honest, let's be honest.
Mhm.
I noticed that I have gained probably about 20 pounds,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. Y'all can say this our grown up weight. This ain't my weight. So I've decided instead of complaining about it, I'm gonna do something about it. So other than that, it's been chill, but it was really hectic.
My days flipped. Like, now my evenings are much more hectic than my, or not, actually. Sometimes it just be going from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. But because I'm in a discovery phase of certain things, so I'm like, I get hyper focused and I'm like, gotta figure this out. Thinking the brain type stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, man. Well, how you feeling today? You good? You gonna take the rest of the weekend to rest?
No, I don't need no rest. I'm being that gym.
Well, that too. But I know what you mean by, like, looking back. Like, that has been my biggest issue after having my last 2 kids,
Mhm.
actually. Like, just like, "Oh, shoot." Then you know what I be going through with my stomach, so I'm like, "Yo."
What happened to me was I used to, when I worked in Center City,
Mhm.
I took public transportation.
Okay.
So I always was walking
Gotcha.
all day long. Now, where I work at in the city, I bet not be taking no public transportation down there.
Oh.
No.
Mm.
So that's where I went wrong. But no worries. No worries.
The process.
And I'm not trying to be like
Yeah,
all
super
skinny and
thin.
toned, but I ain't about to be over here just constantly gaining weight and not doing nothing.
Right, right. Just a little bit of movement. Even what they say, like 20 or 30 minutes a day
Mhm.
is
Mhm.
big. And if you're doing lifting like 2 to 3
Yeah.
times a week, could really improve things too.
Bread. I gotta leave the bread alone because it tastes so good. And pasta.
Yeah, you do intermittent fasting or have you tried intermittent
I've
fasting?
tried it before, but I gotta get back on to 2 smoothies a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gets me going. My two
Okay.
smoothies, 1 meal and two
Yeah.
smoothies. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
That works
so
for you.
mhm.
Give our digestive system time to repair itself
Yes.
too. One thing that also has helped me is something called L-glutamine.
Mhm.
Take it in the morning before you eat anything. It helps with the gut brain axis, so it regulates your mood,
Mhm.
and it also helps repair your gut lining. So
Mhm.
I be knowing about the supplements and the
Yeah, you
herbs and
do.
stuff.
Yes.
So I'll text you so you can look into it, see if you think it's something that will help you. But that
You have to
alone,
get some L-glutamine.
yeah, that alone helps because some people have like undiagnosed leaky gut, which
Mhm.
is one thing, but also our microbiome in our gut has been so bad for so long, like whether it's processed food, fast food,
Mhm.
that it just hasn't had time to repair. So between
Yeah.
not eating solids, which is smoothies, that's gonna help. Not just
Yeah.
what you putting in your smoothies, but the fact that you're replacing something
With the
liquid,
yep.
yeah, instead of the solid.
Well, yeah, that's where I am.
That's great though. I'm proud of your journey. I need to stick to mine. I be
Yeah,
knowing a lot, but
it's consistent. Like that's all it is. You just got to be consistent. But I need to be consistent and disciplined if I'm going to this next level.
yeah, thing at a time. Where I be what knock me off track with my routines
Mhm.
is I be trying to do too much at once.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's your focus.
Yeah.
Let it be your focus. Especially now that the season changed, football coming to an end.
God, God is good. God
Focus on ourselves a little bit. Right.
Mhm.
These kids, girl.
We're gonna jump right in because everybody. So we've been podcasting since August 15th, 2025. And I told Desiree maybe like 2 weeks ago, I was like, by the end of the month, we're gonna have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Mhm.
And what we got, girl?
1,000 subscribers
No,
woke
we
up.
don't got 1,000. We
And but
got
over.
1,013.
And it's probably
And
more
it's
by
probably more
now.
now. So to our subscribers, to everyone who likes, to everyone who doesn't like, to everyone who shares, to everyone who comments, thank you.
And then we have over 100 people who just downloaded our
Yes,
podcast onto their
yes,
phone.
yes. So we thank you guys so, so much. Like, thank you. It's not in vain. Some of y'all do want to hear what we got to say.
Right.
And some of y'all just want to be there to just be pains and or you know what's. But we appreciate we appreciate.
Yeah.
And with that being said, of course, you're subscribing, you're liking, you're sharing. You feel like you know us, but you want to know a little bit more. So today, like let's just get into like a little bit of our story.
Sounds
I
like a
think they
plan.
deserve that. 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. So what's your story, girl?
When I'm asked that question, it's so hard to lead with because naturally I go to the trauma. And
Hmm.
it's like, oh wow, but God has done so many great things too.
Mm-hmm.
And so that balance to try to figure out, oh, well, what do I lead with? Like, who is this? And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm multifaceted. Don't try to put me in a box because Des does it all for real.
Mhm.
But I moved from the burbs to the city when I was like 6 years old. And so I went from a town where the only people in my class that looked like me were my relatives to a town where I walked in, I literally was like, bring me up out of here. Where y'all got me? Where y'all got me? This ain't no family reunion. We're gonna be in here in a structured learning environment. My family act up. All of us act up. And I'll be the one on the sideline. You
Mhm.
want me to be in the class with them all day? But moving to the city changed my life. My
Mhm.
mom, she had got a job at the university during that time, and the opportunities that was granted to us were beyond educationally and everything, like just exposure to things that based on, the conversations me and my mom had, like people never encouraged her to go to college. They didn't make her feel as though she could go to college. Some people blatantly said, well, where you going to work when you get out of school, because college not for you, type of thing. And for us, she wanted us to be able to see all of our options. And so I was really grateful for that. But on the flip side, growing up in a city was rough and it was hard. And there was a lot of trauma for me that I didn't really get to process at the time. I didn't process it until I was an adult or married, or, different phases of your life. You process different things as you realize it's trauma. So when I got pregnant with Tristan, my oldest at 18 actually. And a big part of my story was I felt like I let down a lot of people. Tristan's such a blessing, and all my kids are a blessing, and they all have some level of a call on them. But with Tristan, I matured very quickly. But it brought me to a point where I had to learn so much about myself and about survival. From having Tristan, probably even up until now, I haven't been able to turn off survival mode. And it's been hard.
Mm.
Um, because no matter how my life is, whether it's from the outside looking in or just what it is, my brain still functions as it's in survival mode. And I'm trying to unlearn some of those behaviors. That's why when you tell me about myself, it's so hard to accept sometimes, because my mind is just like on go, go, go. And that's the phase I'm in now, where I'm trying to calm my nervous system. Like that, but you don't have to be like that no more. Um, that was a big part. It's tough to talk about some of the
Mhm.
stuff, like stuff with my dad. I was in a 2-parent household, loved it, daddy's girl, okay. But I seen a lot, I was exposed to a lot. It shaped me, made me who I am. But sometimes it's just like, God, I was really in a moment where I'm like, God, why me?
When it shaped you, how? How did it shape
I'm an empath. Yeah, I never want people to feel misunderstood. Like when people feel misunderstood, it bothers me. When people feel rejected, it bothers me. When people don't have, it bothers me. And I just, sometimes I'll sit back and observe and look and be like, God, what do you want me to do in this situation? How do you want to use me? And I'm not even exaggerating. I know that's like extreme, but I really do be like, well, God, well, I'm feeling this way. What do you want me to do with this? Like, do I move on it? Do I act on it? What do I do? Um, and so, you know, God positioned me a lot to be able to help others regardless of where I am in my life, whether it is showing up,
you? Mhm.
but it's showing up in different ways. But I went through what I went through so that I can help other people get through what they're going through. And it's a blessing. But when you're going through
Don't
it,
feel like no
it
blessing.
doesn't feel
Oh
like
Lord,
it.
no. Woo.
It doesn't feel like it. Like the stripping, the molding, the breaking, like, man, the breaking, the breaking. When I Probably when I was about 12, starting at about 12, I used to just, as I'm going to school and everything, just praying to God, God. I pray for everything. But I pray for the trees. But I prayed for my husband at that time. I prayed for my family at that time. I prayed for all things that I thought would be big differences in my life as I got older. Like I would
Mhm.
just pray. And then hit high school, I was going through things. I hate when people say kids don't go through things. I hate when people say that because whether you fighting off the demons from generations before
Seriously.
or whatever, people go through stuff.
Yep.
I used to wake up like at 5:30 to go to 6 a.m. prayer every day when I was in high school because I was battling stuff. I was battling not being able to oh God, here it comes.
It's okay. Let it out. I've had my fair share. Let it out. Don't let it out too much, because then I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna look at the camera.
um One of my battles in life has been the people's term, the neurodivergent thing.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't get
They don't
it.
understand
They
it.
don't understand it.
Right.
Now it's become such a trend and a
Mhm.
fad that people don't understand like how hard you had to work to get to where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like people are always like, oh, you so smart, or oh, you know everything, or you figure like you always gonna figure it out. And as much of a compliment it is, it's like I don't have no choice.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
like if I just let this overtake me, my mind is always going. Like,
So stop you. When did you guys know that? Like, were you diagnosed? Were you?
yeah, but for me, I took an IQ test when I was like in third grade.
Mhm.
And so everybody knew that I was intelligent, right? Like, what would you do with that? So I was sent to a special school with all intelligent people. So in that environment, when you with a bunch of other people that have similar traits
It
as
feels
you,
normal.
it feels very normal. When you're taking out that environment, when I went to high school, I decided to go to our city high school. We had like 4 high schools, so we
Mhm.
had like a science and technology one, a private one. You had the Votech, and then we had like NBHS. And so I went to the regular high school, and I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't like the I went from like 9 classes to 4, and you got to sit in that class block schedule, and you got to sit in there for an hour and a half, and it was really tripping me out. Like I just couldn't think straight in them classes, and I didn't say anything to my mom. But I used to skip school. I used to
Mhm.
leave school and I would go to the library. I would go to the library to teach myself, honestly.
Mm.
And I wasn't honest with my mom about it. I wasn't honest with anybody about it because I felt like they not dependent expected me to be smart.
Mhm.
And so when I was skipping school my senior year, they basically said you got A's and B's, but if you don't come to school, you ain't gonna graduate.
Right.
And so I told my mom, I was like, just let me take the GED then, because I can't go back. And she like to lost her mind.
See how I just looked at you? Like,
Yeah.
what?
She like to lost her mind. She said, you going to school. You better figure out you going to school. But at the time we didn't know why. So it wasn't until I went to school, and I went to school every day, y'all. My senior year after not every day. After I got in trouble and my mom said, I ain't about to they try to bring me to court. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Nobody got time to be going to
Yeah.
court.
My mom don't play, y'all. She don't play. When she found out, I thought it was over for my life. But but anyway, so all that happened. I graduated like top 10 or 20% of my class. Like I was good. I had probably the most scholarships anybody had. When I tell you my mom wasn't playing, she said you better figure out how to pay for college. I applied to everything. Whether the school was sending in, I was going online, I was asking people, everything. So I had a full scholarship, and I had a dance scholarship as well, to Rutgers. So but I had Tristan. So
Mhm.
turn
Mhm.
right. But when I got to college, I said, this is worse. I said, hold on now. I what? And the campus was so big. I had to run from this side to that side I could not, my brain what it was. I couldn't stay organized. I couldn't stay on top of I couldn't do anything. I knew it. I was processing the information, but for some reason, like whether it was sitting in a class or something else, that was just really difficult for me. So anyway, I ended up getting a diagnosis when I was my first year of college. I was still 18. I was
Oh,
18.
okay.
Yeah, so I was a teenager when I got diagnosed. And I was just explaining, we had to like trace my whole backstory. Like, well, how did you respond when you were in elementary? Did you used to get out your seat a lot? Did you go do this? Like, I used to get in trouble for daydreaming all the time. Um, or just talking too much. Uh, so so we went through. I had to take a battery of assessments over and over and see a couple different psychiatrists, and there's like all of them said the same thing. It was three things. It was PTSD, it was ADHD, and it was anxiety from all of those things.
Mhm.
So yeah, that has been like my personal biggest thing to get over, because I feel like when people learn, like whether I befriend people or they see the things that I've accomplished, they feel like it came so easy.
Mm.
And it's like, I'm like,
And you
yo,
want them, and it didn't.
it just
Right.
didn't. And not that, it's okay how people get it. It's just like in my mind, I'm just like, people, I I just don't know how to express like, well, thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's like it's hard. It's hard to maintain too.
But why do you feel like when they do give you the compliment that you have to let them know it was hard?
I don't.
Okay.
It's just something like I'm expressing
That you're
now.
okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I don't like if you a close friend. Probably you the only one I talked about that. Like I don't
Mhm.
even got to talk to my siblings and stuff about it because
Because
they
they know,
know.
right?
Yeah, but you probably the only person that I could vent to
Mhm.
about stuff like
Ah.
that. But yeah, my siblings know. My husband gets it because he got to deal with the shenanigans because I'm always losing something. He be creating little spots for me. Put your keys here because I ain't looking for them again. Like,
I put your keys here. That's
like-
because he been to the military, but he ain't been to the military before.
Right.
I
I
don't
love
know
it.
what happened.
Right.
He
Yo,
might
we
have went
so
to a
opposite.
boarding school that we don't know about back in the day.
He did go to school, but for a football school upstate New York.
Well, there you go.
And that might have, but I think he might have came out like that because look at DJ.
Yeah, you're right.
They
You're
just got that trait. I love
Mhm.
it because we balance each other out.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, I was like, he keep us grounded and I
Mhm.
keep us lifted. Like I keep
Yeah.
us like,
Right.
and so we good. But yeah, I don't share that with a lot of people because one, it's none of their business.
But now,
But now y'all know. But two, it's just a battle inside sometimes.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, Tito.
You are silly. Let's get to your story because I did a lot of talking, girl.
Oh, you did it. It's done. We're done, guys. She told her story. We done.
And so much more.
She done. Y'all
We-
want to hear mine?
we'll start there, but I'm sure some things you say is gonna be like, yo, because even being the single motherhood I wasn't about to get married to nobody. My sister, my witness, but God sent them.
And said, "This what you about to do.
This
What you thought you were about to do, right?"
because they was written off.
Girl. So, I'm Josh.
Hey, Josh.
I am, and I probably said this. Y'all know by now. Y'all know I got brothers. Okay, but what y'all don't know is that growing up, I had a sister. Yeah. But my sister and I were not close. She didn't come around. Like I probably spent 2 times with my sister out my whole entire life, right? So growing up, I had my mom, my dad, my sister. I'm sorry, not my sister, my brothers, my dog that I was terrified of. Let's throw that
Really?
out there. I was scared
Not
of
this
dogs.
dog owner.
I was scared of dogs until I was like 12.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm proud of you for getting over your fear.
Yes, I was scared of dogs till I was like 12, but we always had Rottweilers. Ain't that crazy?
Oh, yeah.
And I was scared of them.
So they kind of be.
But back then, people kept their dogs outside.
Or in
So,
the basement.
Yeah, or in the basement in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of the seasons, them dogs was outside.
Yeah.
In them dog houses, because that's what they made for.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's always us. I came from like a really big family, close with both sides, right? My mom's side and my dad's side, but extremely closer to my dad's side because they're here.
Yeah.
We're here. Growing up, I was extremely selfish. I didn't know that I was selfish until I grew up and went into my adult years.
And people told you were selfish?
No, they didn't tell me I was selfish. People would say, she don't know how to be a friend. And in my mind, I'm like, yes, I do, because I'm loyal. I don't play about y'all. I'm going to show up. But it was more to it than just what I thought. You know what I mean? Was a friendship, whatever. I was just selfish. Like, it was just me. But in the same instant, I wasn't selfish because I'm an empath. I'm always looking out for people. I want to fix it. Like, you know what I mean? So, okay, put that to the side. Dad passed away when I was young.
Oh, yeah.
So it made us go from like the mom and, you know, the whole family to just me, my mom, and my brothers. What they don't know is that I used to be really lonely. Everybody was always older than me.
Yeah.
I was just like lonely. So I would stay at my friend's house. I would go to my friend's house all the time. And my mom would let me. And it was probably just because she knew I was the only girl, but I was really, really like not sad, just like felt alone. I stayed in church. This is the crazy thing, right?
Me too,
I was
girl.
on the junior missionaries, the ushers. I was on the choir. I was a praise dancer. And nobody knew that I was lonely in it. Had everything I wanted. My story compared to like my brother's stories, completely different, right? They seen a lot of other things, but especially when my dad passed away, like I was really like lonely in the inside. Which is why I think I stopped smiling around that time. Ear hug. So to backtrack, when my dad passed away, I always joke around and I say, you know, he took something with me. But I mean that.
He took something with him.
Yeah, he took something with him. Like, I mean that. Just because someone laughs doesn't mean they're smiling, right? So I didn't smile a lot. Had everything I wanted. Became titled like a mean girl. But I wasn't mean. I was hard on the outside. Because I had to be, you know, that daddy, that love that.
I'll give her a second.
All right.
And a second is okay.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need a
that,
minute.
Daughter, father, that love was like taken. Give me another second.
Yeah, she gonna take a second.
Give me another one.
And she lost her dad when she was relatively young.
Yeah.
You know, I lost mine in my 20s. So, you know, it's a little different, but I understand the father-daughter relationship.
Right.
And so I get.
So to go from that to just being like me, my brothers, and my mom, I had to be strong. Because that's what I'm seeing, right? Yes, I'm spoiled, but I gotta be tough. I gotta be strong on the outside. Like, we don't cry. We don't, you know what I mean? If I'm crying, it's because I wanted to go to Limited 2 and y'all didn't take me, or I wanted to go to Strawbridge's, or what I wanted from Strawbridge's wasn't there, and I'm mad. Like, but I was like tough on the outside, but like sad. Not sad. It wasn't sad though. It was like something was missing on the inside, right? So something's missing, but instead of people, and it's no one's fault, instead of people understanding that or knowing that, they're just like, Josh is mean. Josh always got something to say, because Josh not going to let you talk to her any type of way. I learned that from a very young age.
Yeah.
And you just not going to treat me bad, and if you rub me the wrong way, it's over.
Yeah.
So I was, growing up, I was labeled as the mean one. She mean, she rude. whatever, I don't care. Um, was supposed to be going to Clark, Atlanta for college. Got pregnant. That my plans to go to Clark, Atlanta just changed. Got pregnant one time, got pregnant another time, got pregnant another time. After that, same person. Did I learn my lesson the first time? No, because the lesson that was supposed to be learned was not, it wasn't a lesson at the time because I wasn't ready for it. You know what I mean? It wasn't, there was nothing to be
Yeah.
taught. There was nothing to learn because I couldn't see anything. Back and forth with my kid's dad, dealing with somebody who in your face like you, but behind your back telling everybody he don't like you, he don't this, he don't do that. Yeah, like so I dealt with that. And because I have brothers, one thing you don't do when you're dealing with somebody, you don't involve your family in every little thing. Because the minute you forgive that person,
They ain't forgiving.
they don't forgive, they don't forget nothing. So a lot of the stuff I dealt with my kids' dad, it was on me because I could have, I had it out, right? But because I had my mom and I had my dad, but then I lost my dad, I always to myself was like, I want my family. I don't care what it takes. I
It's
want my
making
kids.
sense
I wanted
now.
my kids to. I said this from the very beginning. All of my children that I ever had were going to have the same dad. Do I feel that way now? No.
Not at the expense of me.
No.
Like,
No.
that's
No.
like-
No. Do I feel that way now? No, because I don't look at him, that person, the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, have my kids, love my kids. Once I had my first son, survival mode started for me. Not immediately, because I was young, I was dumb. His dad was doing his thing, like money.
Yeah.
I had Social Security from my dad. Like
Oh,
the money was coming in. Like I wasn't worried
right.
about anything. So yeah, I was just young and dumb. Like you couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah. So financially, you was good because you had older siblings,
I had
all
my mom.
brothers. You had your
I
mom.
was
You had
good.
Social Security. He
Yeah,
had a
and
good
then
job.
he had a job, so I was fine. Life start lifing. I went through something. Most of my most of my PTSD and the trauma that I have comes from that area of my life. Some things happened when I was younger that I don't talk about. My dad passed away. Of course, that's traumatic. But most of my from most of my trauma comes from being a mom. Yeah. Like I was not I worked once I started working. First of all, I had my first job at 16, right? But I didn't have to have that job. Like it wasn't a must that I needed to work.
Right, right.
So once I decided like, you know what? I don't want to be waiting for nobody to give me no money. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna start working. Never stop working. Um been in survival mode ever since. Pregnancies were not fun for me. Um the love that I wanted to have was not there. Um it wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like a lot of my trauma came from being a mom.
That's good.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. I'm not even about to keep going into the whole trauma with the mom part, but that's hard because we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't talk about
We
that.
might transition to the next episode to talk about it
Yeah, we don't
because
talk about that. We don't talk about being young and being in love and not caring and just putting up. And I knew better than to put up with certain things that I allowed. But again, the stereotypes. Because for one, when I got pregnant, the church that I was attending, they talked about me like a dog.
Well, let's talk about it real quick because there's people like that, and I was really hurt, but I had some great people though.
Mhm.
I did, so I'm not gonna
Yeah,
discount them.
absolutely.
Yeah, like, you guys know who you are.
Exactly. But
But
them other
yeah,
ones,
the other
and
ones.
the thing about me, right? When I got pregnant with my son, TMI, when I lost my, you know
Mhm.
what I mean? The
Mhm.
church was talking about me, but y'all wasn't talking about the mimers and the praise dancers that was.
I feel the same way because
And
I
I can
feel
say
like
that because I'm grown, and y'all had 13 and 14-year-olds on that dance ministry, doing more than dancing for Jesus.
let's talk about it because I was in the same situation
Yeah,
as you, and I'm like,
that goes into church hurt, mom trauma, being a mom, having just
mm-hmm.
dealing with stuff, just completely in survival mode. Trying to be there for people, and they're not understanding. Nobody ever. What I did realize when I was called a bad friend and I was not a good person, nobody ever thought about, well, what's Josh going through?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever thought that. Y'all just thought because I wasn't showing up, I couldn't show up in that moment, or I didn't show up how they wanted me to show up.
that's usually what
I
it
was a
is.
bad friend. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that, yeah, so that was hard. But then I started working, working in my career. I did not go right to college. All of my HR, for the most part, all of my HR experience was gained, period.
Mhm.
Um, I I didn't want to be an HR professional. I wanted to be a radiologist.
Really?
I wanted to be a radiologist. I had my interview. I had one interview. And this lady, she worked for the state of New Jersey, and she looked at me and she said, "I see something in you that I don't think you see in yourself."
You said that?
She said,
Wow.
"You are gonna go." I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. She said, "You are gonna go so far in HR, and you only here for a front desk reception position."
Thank God for those people who are obedient to what
Yes.
God tell them to
Oh
tell
my
people.
gosh. Yes. Because before that, I worked at the hospital. I was a youth advocate for a boys' home. Like, don't play about my boys. Like, I'm just destined to be around boys, right? um, but yes, she spoke that into me. And next thing you know, now I'm here. So that's my story. I know it's so much more,
It's always
but
so much
that's just a
more.
synopsis because we'll be here forever.
We will.
I had a book club one time.
I just wish you were just gonna drop that
Yeah, we're
and
gonna
just
drop
gonna
that
try to.
because I had a book club. I don't have no more, but I love the youth. So, mom hurt, survival mode. I'm still here. I'm blessed. I have 4 great kids. I have a great village.
Mm.
That's my story.
Thank you for sharing your story. Like,
Thanks for listening.
yeah, because it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And I think our story, someone needs to hear our story, right?
for sure.
Because this is how I feel. There's always a younger me out there struggling and not can't see the future. But I tell you what, if you just hold on and you stay true to who you are, because it's never what they call you, it's what you answer to.
I know that's
So if
right.
you just stay true to who you are, that little girl out there that always got something to say, keep saying it. Don't shut up for nobody. Just know what to say, when to say, and how to say it.
Yeah, I'm trying to raise my daughter to
Yes,
know
but keep
that
talking. Like,
because Lord, if she ain't got her mama
yes.
personality, because you couldn't shut me
Listen,
up.
but yeah, so I'm just blessed. So somebody out there need to hear our stories. Keep your story for the next generation because we're just here to teach one. Each one teach.
Yeah, and we'll go back into some other parts of our story as y'all continue to listen to the podcast because there's so many facets of us. There's so much to learn.
Mhm.
Even though we experienced whatever traumas, like God
Yeah,
still showed up, God still
he
provided,
did. He really
God
did.
still positioned
Yep.
us, and
Mhm.
that is so important for
He
people to
did.
know and
Yeah.
understand. Like,
Mhm.
well, given your story, how did you achieve certain things?
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Yeah.
because a lot of people they be stuck in that story and they don't
And they
rewrite
don't
it.
rewrite it. And you can rewrite your story
Yeah.
at any moment, any chapter, wherever you want to begin again, you can do it.
Yes.
You can begin again. Like, you don't have and I'm preaching to the choir right now, God. You don't have to stay in anything longer than what you would like to.
Yeah.
You can begin again. It's okay. It's okay. So,
Sure.
what's your story? Somebody tell us. Go to Copilot at the top of your screens and tell them your story real fast so they can summarize it. Put it in our comments.
I'm like, where's she
And
going?
let us know what is your story.
Yeah.
And again, thank you guys so much for the 1,000 subscribers, the 100 downloads.
Yeah.
We're so appreciative.
So happy. And keep rocking with us because
Yes.
there's so much I think we all could teach one another, learn from one another, encourage one another.
Yeah.
I'm always here for it. Like I know God called me to just inspire. Like I used to just be like, God, I literally just ask God, what do you want me to do in this moment? What do you want me to do? Whether it's inspire, encourage, empower, like God has put me in so many positions to do those things, and I'm chosen. I tell myself that all the time. You're chosen. You're anointed. Yeah, you gotta sometimes affirm yourself.
Absolutely.
And repeat back to yourself what God told you about you. So if anybody's still in it, affirm yourself. God chose you. He called you. What did He call you to do? Change that story up. You're on the right track. You got this, and we here for it. We want to see the glow up. Okay.
Yes, okay. And my pastor on Sunday taught about being the miracle. So every day you look at yourself in that mirror, you remind yourself, I'm a miracle, because I couldn't walk in her shoes. She couldn't walk in my shoes. Now, we got similar shoes.
We do.
She probably got red and I got maroon. But very similar shoes. Very similar shoes. But they're her shoes and they're my shoes. And when we look in that mirror, we are miracles.
Yeah.
I am a miracle. You are a miracle. Whatever you're going through right now, listen, tough times don't last long. Tough people do strong. And we don't always want to be strong, because one day, sis, we ain't going to be in survival mode.
Yep.
We going to be in our naked woman era.
Naked.
So just keep going. Keep going. It's okay to not be okay, but keep going. Do not let the world, do not let your thoughts, do not let people, nothing bring you down to the point where you feel like you can't dig yourself back up. Out and up.
Girl.
Keep it going.
All right,
And buy me a coffee.
Buy us a coffee.
A water, because I'm on a diet.
I need some wine right now. But
wine has sugar in it.
It too.
But yes.
But yes, buy us a coffee, buy us a tea, all that good stuff. And thank you so much for supporting us. We really appreciate y'all. All right.
Because I got the right fingers.
Oh.
We was doing the wrong.
I'm over this blocking it. But all right.